discovered a country that was already and then got nerve enough to call a nigga hoodoo. How do you discover something that's not only owned by somebody else, but it's being used at the time you sell it? That's like me and my old lady walking out of here tonight, and you and your lady sitting in your brand new automobile, and my lady say, "Gee, honey, that sure is a beautiful automobile. I sure wish it was mine." I said, "Well, yeah, let's discover it."
And they talking about Ollie ain't got no punch. He's steady knocking motherfuckers out. Surprised the shit out of George Foreman, right? Because George just knew he was going to win the fight, right? On brute strength, if nothing else, you know. Because George has a unique boxing style. None. Right? He just comes out the bell ring. Ding! Which one the referee? Because I'm going to kill the other motherfucker.
I was so mad, I called Richard Pryor's house up. I said, "Yo, Richard, Bill Cosby just called me up and told me I was too dirty." And Richard said, "Next time motherfuckers call, tell him I said suck my dick." I don't give a fuck. Whatever the fuck makes people laugh, say that shit. He said, "Do the people laugh when you say what you say?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Do you get paid?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, tell Bill," I said, "have a coat and a smile and shut the fuck up." Jello puppy eating motherfucker.
I'm nervous. I am. Not about the special. I hope this shit don't make me famous. You dig? I don't want to be famous. I want people to like me for who I am. Like famous dude, don't never know why people like me. That's why, like, if I ever make it, I'm gonna have to like test people. Like if I meet girls, I wear disguises when they first meet me, so they don't know who I am. And then, like on the first date, I'll call myself, I'll pick you up right from work, and then I'll pick her up in a fucking garbage truck just to see how she reacts. And she's like, "Wait a minute. Oh, do I look like garbage to you? I don't see no goddamn trash need to be picked up here. Get that goddamn truck off my block. Who do you think you are?" That's when I take my mask off. David Chappelle. That's right, bitch. Not mine.
Hey everybody, welcome to Just Kicking It with Ramsey. I am he who still remains without a nickname. Of course, I have with me Josh the Wingman. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
You want to do that again?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
So much better.
What's that?
Yeah, a bullfrog in the throat.
You know what happens from time to time.
Yes. And we would like to welcome the newest member of our panel, Miss Norma. How you doing tonight?
Hello, Ramsey.
Hello. And our first lady, Miss Shara Davis. We got to get Norma a nickname.
Yes, sir. On deck. How are you?
I am doing fine. And, of course, we have The Rock Kente. What's going on, sir?
I'm doing pretty good, actually. I can't complain. I'm healthy. I'm alive. And I'm here with you fine people.
Okay. And breaking in the Kente's intro is, of course, the talented Mr. Keith. How you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm sorry. I cannot hear anyone but you. I didn't know I was breaking in anyone.
That's very interesting.
And last but not least, breaking in through the whole intro is the greatest intern in Riot Radio history. Did we get another one? Kevin Michael Jordan.
Number 45.
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Oh, and you're fired.
Okay, tonight this is our Black History show, and I think we got a good one for you. On the main event, you know what? here's the thing. We've been kind of really on some serious topics over the last 3 or 4 weeks. So we decided to kind of lighten it up this week. So our main event is going to be our favorite and or least favorite black comedian. In Geek Tech Talk, we're going to talk about unique things created by black inventors. Our movie preview this week is Nonstop and Son of God. That fit right in with the theme. And balls out, we're going to discuss which of these events had a bigger impact. Muhammad Ali refusal to join the army, Jackie Robinson entering the major league, the Power to the People salute at the Olympics, or Tony Dungy winning the Super Bowl. And in Did You Know, we're going to discuss this director doesn't need anyone dressed in drag. And last but not least, if we have some time, we'll do a little talking shit. So I believe we're ready, and we're going to do something real special during the break today. Yes, we're going to actually be playing some clips from some black comedians. So hope everyone stay tuned and enjoy the show tonight. All right, are you ready, Mr. Wingman? Ready. Kevin is on one. Kevin is turned way up tonight.
Loose cannon. I've been fired recently.
Are you ready, sir?
I think I am.
All right, sir. Well, if our hearts and minds clear, we'll get this started with Did You Know?
And we are going to begin, as we do each and every week, by asking that ever important question. Did you know that these directors don't need anybody dressed in drag?
And you meant this.
Oh my goodness.
Meant
One.
one. Two?
No.
Just one?
Just one.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Tonight, I want to take, since this is our Black History show, I thought this would be a great time to celebrate a black director who I don't think get nowhere near enough credit for the work that he does. And just before I give you his name, because when I call off his stuff, Kente gonna know exactly who I'm talking about anyway, because Kente do stuff like that. So let me pull this up right quick so I can get it right. Okay, his movies include Law Abiding Citizen, The Negotiator, Friday, and The Italian Job.
Kevin Smith.
Gary Gray.
F. Gary Gray. Kevin
close.
Smith.
I was close.
Josh doesn't know any black directors.
You know,
We're not even like 10 minutes in and you already defiled this program.
I take offense at that Josh doesn't know black directors remark.
You do know Tyler Perry.
I do.
I mean, my dude.
Don't miss Single Moms Club.
Say what, Kente?
I feel like Kanye West at the Katrina thing. Josh doesn't like black people.
Oh, and recently, I'm looking at his IMDb page. They said he's going to do the NWA picture. I thought that got canceled like 4 times already.
No, and Ice Cube wants his son to play him.
He should. Okay, now here's the thing that I like about this guy. Why he's one of the few directors that I'm a big fan of. He make movies with black leading men, but he don't harping on their blackness. He just shows that they are strong men, family men, great characters. And I think that is such a brilliant thing to do because you can enjoy the movie. And I'll give you an example. In Law Abiding Citizen and the Negotiator, you can tell that the leading men are black. You know how you can tell? Because you watch the film.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at no point is it necessary for him to, you know, harping on their history and how they grew up in the ghetto. You know, he's not that director.
I have to disagree with you on that one.
Which
the
one?
original title for the movie was called The Negotiator.
The Negotiator.
Yeah, they
Oh,
changed it.
Lord.
Yeah, I can see an R right there. No, but the thing that I wanted to, why I wanted to give him so much props. Oh, he also did he do Set It Off too?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The reason why I wanted to give him some and a Man Apart too, which is the Vin Diesel movie that I keep getting confused with
Man
on Fire, which is the Denzel movie. Okay. All right. No, the reason why I wanted to get this guy prop is because he is not really celebrated in his community. If you grab 5 people of color and say, I'm going to give you these movies and you tell me who the director, they probably couldn't. And that's sad because I think he's one of the most successful black directors we have.
Out of a list of how many? I mean, you put him in the top what?
I put him in the top 2.
Top 2?
Yeah.
And you're leaving out Tyler Perry?
Absolutely.
Then you have Spike Lee.
The only reason you have to put Spike Lee over him is because his resume is so damn strong. But if I'm like in a perfect world where I get to select a director for a movie and I have to select a man of color, this is the guy I'm going to get. Without question, I will hire him before Spike. I will hire him before John Singleton. What's the new hot guy name, Kente?
Ryan Coogler. I like him, man. He's good. That one movie, that's enough. Hey, he's only been out of school for what, a hot minute. The first movie he put out was the shit, so I'm liking Ryan Coogler. But I'm sure he'll fuck up, and then I have to kill him.
So I just wanted to take this minute and celebrate a young man that finds it cool to have black people play characters. I mean, if you look at these movies, Law Abiding Citizen, The Negotiator, and what was the other one?
Man, I didn't like that Law Abiding.
There's The Italian Job and Friday.
No, Law Abiding Citizen that started Jamie Foxx. The Negotiator that started Samuel L. Jackson. Oh, and A Man Apart.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking it was that Lakeview Terrace. I'm got them mixed up.
No, okay.
Law Abiding Citizen was good.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. What I'm saying about this director he don't focus on black. You can take any male character, any male actor, white, green, yellow, whatever, and put in that role. And I think that's brilliant as a director.
Yeah.
I just think that's a brilliant thing that he does in his movies. He and again, I'm not taking anything from Spike because Spike came in at a time when we needed that. We needed someone to stand up and say, hey, we're black and this is what black is and we're proud of what we are and we're not going to be ashamed of it. So I'm not saying that. I'm not disrespecting Spike. I'm just saying I think it's cool that we have a director out here that's just about making movies.
I totally agree with that. Matter of fact, I've spoken about it before, but there's a tendency when you have networks, especially that are geared towards African American or Afrocentric storylines, that it's almost like pigeonholing your own people in a way to only play certain roles. A black dude is going to be a thug or, something negative. A black chick is going to own a hair salon, stuff like this. So when you have character roles that, go outside of those boxes, then it is quite refreshing, matter of fact. Just this year alone, there's 2 local projects that I've been in where the roles kind of went outside of the norms that black females normally tend to fall under. And one I turned out to be a queen, and the other one I was a mom. And I don't know. I mean, I don't see that many black moms on TV anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
no, not without a crack pipe in their hand.
No, that's unfair.
It's really refreshing to, be part of projects like that. And And quite honestly, that's kind of a campaign promise. Those that know me in the industry know that that's kind of a campaign promise with me, where as my career grows in acting, then that's how selective that I really want to be. I want to expand the image of the black female, outside of those traditional little boxes. So.
Well, here's the thing that I'm saying why I wanted to take this opportunity to celebrate this gentleman. There's a website that I'm not going to name. I was going to name them, but I'm not going to get these motherfuckers on props. Well, where what they did is an article, and they rank black directors, and they went from small to mammoth.
Is it this one?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
All right.
Put the link in the.
Put the link in the chat room. I put it in there. Okay, now here's the thing. They gave Tyler Perry. I'm getting an echo from someone. They gave Tyler Perry mammoth. He's big. He's the guy. And they gave F. Gary Gray. Is it small or tiny?
Tiny.
Tiny. That's fucking ridiculous.
Hold on. Is he in New Edition?
F. Gary Gray?
Because I'm trying to figure out why it says New Edition next to his name.
Oh, because they did this before? Oh, that's right. They did this rating before. And listen to this. No shit. Let me say it again. They did this rating before and completely left him off the list.
So wouldn't this be a new edition?
Yeah, he's a new addition to the list. Not that he's a member of New Edition.
Josh pointing out spelling errors.
Well, I'm saying that if you're gonna put your shit out there,
Be professional.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the title? I don't want to.
7 top black directors.
Okay. So I can send these guys this link so they can look at it.
So Lee Daniels was mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Man, fuck Lee Daniels.
And what did they give Lee Daniels?
Small.
Is Steve McQueen on there? The director, not the actor?
No, he's not on here at all.
Dude, he's pretty big right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
This was from April 2012.
Oh.
Okay, I'm putting.
It'll probably be a new edition.
And it has Antoine Fuqua.
Medium. How hip is that?
Okay, did y'all get that link?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. But yeah, see, and this is why I think, and again, I can't say this enough. I am not disrespecting Spike Lee in any shape, form, or fashion. I swear I'm not. But I just think it's great to have a guy that's about making films. And the fact that he's not celebrated is ridiculous, because not only is he's about making films, but he make films with black men in leading roles.
Yeah.
What about Spike?
F. Gary Gray.
Everybody in Hollywood, black, should kiss Spike Lee's ass, and a lot of white cats too, because he's opened the door for so many people. Ain't one person should talk shit about Spike Lee.
And I'm not, but I'm saying that just like we give Spike his props, this dude deserves his props too.
Yeah, but he's not on that same level at all. He's not even close on that level. But one thing that I do appreciate about F. Gary Gray is what you say. He's made a lot of different kind of movies. He started out doing rap videos. He got the Friday gig, and was able to turn that into a bunch of really good movies. He did Italian Job as well, and some other cool movies. And he's been putting it down for a good while. So I have to say he is a good filmmaker, and he's had a really good career as well. So.
Yeah, and to show how ridiculous this website
hard.
Hey Josh, how do you feel about their little comment here in this nameless website that Friday is a bigger, better Clerks?
Oh yeah. I watched Friday like a million fucking times. Clerks, once was enough.
Mr. Kevin Smith guy, probably should point that out.
Well, it's funny. Recently, Kevin Smith, mentioned that when Friday came out, someone said, "Hey, this is just the Black Clerks, right?" And he's like, "It is," and I personally don't see it.
All right.
Was he claiming that they stole the idea from Clerks?
No. He was saying that as a first film, it was on the same level as Clerks, but it was bigger and better, is what he's saying.
People were telling Kevin Smith that Friday was the Black Clerks.
Right.
Oh, okay, because I was about to tweet Kevin Smith. You didn't invent stoner comedy.
Okay. All right, so that's going to do it again. To my people out there, where you are, please take a moment and check out your man, F. Gary Gray. You will not be disappointed. This is a young man that we should be celebrating without question. We're going to start. Go ahead.
What about like Malcolm Lee? I know he had 2 pretty good movies. He should be on there. Ernest Dickerson. I mean, it's like there's some cats out there that's doing a thing.
Okay. All right, we're going to start our comedian rundown with one of the original gangster comedians. That would be Red Fox. This is a insert from Jokes I Can't Say on TV. This is Ramsey.
I'm the wingman.
This is Just Kicking It. We'll be right back.
There was an old man was sitting on the bus looking out the window reading the racing form, and the young girl got on. It was so crowded she didn't have nowhere to sit, and he was sitting right on the end. She said, he said, "I'm an old man. I'd like to give you my seat, but I'm an old man. But I'll tell you what you can do. You can sit right down here on my lap. I'm an old man, and it don't make no difference, if you know what I mean." She said, "Oh, why, okay." And so she sat down in the old man's lap, and they started hitting a few bumps down here on Central, where they building up. And they bumped about a block and a half. The old man said, "Look here, daughter, I think you better get up, because I ain't old as I thought I was." Then a fella came back from the wars a few years back, and he was down in San Diego. He got off the boat, and his wife and they had a code that they always use, and she said EF. He said FF. He said EF. She said FF. She said EF. He said FF. The fella heard him. He walked over. He said, "Hey, what's this, all this stuff? EF and FF." He said, "My wife wants to eat first." These are the facts. A vice president of a large corporation entered the office of the president and said, "I have some information." He said, "You should know this because one of our vice presidents is a fairy." And the president said, "What? What's that? Who is he?" The guy said, "If you kiss me, I'll tell you." But this little boy came home from a spelling bee, and his dad asked him, he said, "Son, did you win first prize?" His dad said, "No, Pa." Kid said, I didn't win first prize at all. In fact, I missed the first word." His dad said, "You missed the first word. What was it?" The kid said, "It was posse." He said, "No wonder you missed it. You don't even know how to pronounce it." There was two girls in the club last night sitting at the bar. Two girls were sitting in the club at the bar last night, and one of them looked at the other and said, "Sure look like a dull evening, don't it?" She said, "Yeah, I'm going to try to be in bed by 10:30. If I'm not, I'm going home." I heard this story tonight, and I just have to pass it on. It seems as though a soldier and a sailor They died at the same time and they entered the pearly gates. And as soon as they got to the pearly gates, St. Peter met the both of them. He looked at the soldier, looked at the sailor, he said, now fellas, I want you to know this very first day that if either of you have an unclean thought, indecent thought, that you're gonna lose your wings. Your wings will fall right off. And a beautiful angel just about then switched by and she was sharp and the soldier's wings fell off. And he bent down to pick up his wings and the sailor's wings fell off. This girl I met a couple of nights ago, you know, from time to time you go out drinking, you feel like you want to have a few drinks, and I walked in and met this beautiful girl sitting at the bar, and I didn't have nothing in my mind. And I asked her, I said, well, I asked this girl in the bar, I said, listen, do you like cocktails? She said, yeah, tell me a few. Don't wait for the shrimp boats, mother. Sister's coming home with the crabs.
Welcome back to Just Kicking It with Ramsey and our Black History Special. I am here with the entire crew. We have with us tonight The Rock Kente, the talented Mr. Keith, our First Lady Cher, our newest addition to the panel, Norma.
New edition.
New edition.
New edition.
New edition.
New edition.
New edition. And of course, Josh the Wingman, and last but certainly not least, the greatest intern in Riot Radio history. Did we get another one? Kevin Michael Jordan.
Number 45.
I'm available for work, by the way.
Are you guys gonna retire his jersey when he's done?
Yeah.
No, you have to have a good career for that.
Wait, I was supposed to get a jersey?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't read the fine print.
It always gets me.
The next suburb to where Jordan's house is for sale up in Highland Park.
Wow. Say what?
You gotta be kidding me. That's crazy.
Why?
Yeah, I do. I work in the next suburb, literally 15 minutes away from where his property is, that he can't sell.
I just felt like I should say something in the conversation.
All them women running through there.
Okay, sticking with our Black History theme, for our sports segment, I want to find out which one you guys believe had a better impact in sports. Let me make sure that we're doing that. We're talking about in sports. Which one of these had a bigger impact? The choices are Muhammad Ali refusing to join the army. The second choice is Jackie Robinson entering the major leagues. The third choice is Power to the People salute at the Olympics. I hate when they call that the Black Power salute. And last but not least is Tony Dungy winning the Super Bowl. Let's just go around and see where everybody heads at. We'll start with you, Cheryl. Which one do you think had a bigger impact in the world of sports? Ali refusing. Okay, now here's the thing. When Ali refused, he was champion. They stripped him of his license and the belt. Okay.
Right.
Of course, you know Jackie Robinson was the first black person in Major League Baseball. In modern Major League Baseball.
Well, Babe Ruth.
Okay.
Babe Ruth was the first.
Yeah. All right. Now, the Power to the People salute. The thing about this is, let me pull this up. Screw this gentleman's name up. Tommy Smith and John Carlos were sprinters. I think it was Smith race, and Carlos came in third. These are two African American gentlemen. And during the medal ceremony, when they played the national anthem, they both raised their hands with the black glove on it. You know, the whole Black Power thing back then. Now, here's where the controversy to me comes in. They were stripped of their medals and kicked off the team and forced to leave Mexico immediately. Okay. And last but not least, we have the most recent, which was Tony Dungy winning the Super Bowl, becoming the first black man to win a Super Bowl. All right, so Cheryl, which one do you think will had a bigger impact?
Well, it's a tough call. Matter of fact, for me, between Jackie Robinson and the Power to the People salute, but choosing those two in particular, I would say the Power to the People salute, only because, I mean, number one, there's certain winnings that also come with your Olympic win. You don't just get a medal. To my knowledge, you get cash as well, you know?
You get some endorsements, yeah.
So in my mind, certainly after the Olympics, that means that also that loss of that status, that Olympic status, would have theoretically cost them, endorsements down the line and certainly a future in the next Olympics, upcoming Olympics afterwards. So I feel like that, since that would have been kind of a perpetual win, not just for that one Olympics, financially especially, that had the biggest impact. And also, quite honestly, the salute was a pretty powerful icon in society at the time, especially, at a time when the Black Power movement was in its heyday. Just one simple gesture, and think about it. One simple gesture got them, so revoked.
Yeah, the thing that I think is so incredible about this is that they stripped them of their medals.
Right.
I mean, they did not test positive for steroids. It was not found out that they paid off everybody else to run slower. These guys, in no shape, form, or fashion, cheated to win. They won. And then they were stripped of their victory.
I mean, I would have loved to have seen what would have happened if any of the Caucasian winners would have, flipped the bird, for example.
or threw up a high Hitler.
So I feel, to me, that's the biggest impact.
Okay, Norma, which one do you think had a bigger impact in sport?
I would have to say Muhammad Ali, because him being the boxing champion that he is, and for all his standings and points and religious views, I think he was the one that was most effective. To be inducted into the U.S. Army and him to refuse it as, the Muslim that he is and his religious reasons was a valid decision for him to forego the military service.
Okay. All right. Keith.
Sir.
Which one do you think had a bigger impact on sports?
Well, coming from, I guess, my point of view, I'm going to say I keep wanting to say Jesse Owens, not the baseball player.
Jackie Robinson. Okay.
Baseball
player.
Thank you.
Okay.
The only reason why I was thinking Jesse Owens is because to me that felt like, as far as an Olympic moment, that felt like a more of to me that appeared to be more of a substantial event than the salute. But as far as the choices that you're giving me, I think that Jackie Robinson was more significant.
You think they would have gave him a pass if he done everything he did and then did the Power to the People salute?
Who?
Jesse Owens. Whatever his name. No. you got me flipping over the J's now.
I don't know. That was a completely different time.
Okay. All right, Kente.
It's very easy to pick out what the number one is. They're all very great, important moments, and they all have their special significance. I actually will rank them from 4 to 1. 4, I would say, is Tony Dungy being the first African American man to win a Super Bowl as a head coach. Is a huge deal because they used to say that black people weren't smart enough and they had the mental capacity to do that or quarterback. So by them doing that, it's opened the door for so many black coaches, and he was definitely the right man because he made it. He's responsible for 80% of the black coaches that are head coaches and have jobs in the NFL. So he's a great man and definitely someone that definitely deserved it. Number 3, I would say, is John Carlos and Tommy Smith salute. A seminal moment, very ballsy for them to actually have the guts. Because, their lives, people forget, their lives were at stake when they did that.
Sure.
People wanted to kill them. And for those men to stand up there and do that at that time, with all the world looking at them and such, and then to take all the heat that they took after that was outstanding. It was a great moment, and it really empowered a lot of people of color since then. I would say number 2 is Muhammad Ali, and that's a tough one because Muhammad Ali, what he did was so strong, and people forget when he announced that he wasn't going to go. Not only was he there himself, but he was joined by several other black athletes, such as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, Jim Brown, and a bunch of others, and they came together and they did the press conference together, standing side by side, which is an amazing moment. Now, they asked some other people to join, and they didn't do it, notably one running back from USC, but I won't get on him. So that moment is an outstanding moment, and it later would now it's funny how everybody loves Muhammad Ali now, but back then they sure didn't love him, but they loved him in the streets. The number 1 moment is Jackie Robinson, and the reason why I say that is because 1, it predated everything else. So it was, in order to make that step, there has to be a first. And Jackie Robinson opened that door for not just athletes and athletics, but for black people, period. You have to realize that at that time, baseball was America's sport, America's pastime. You didn't see African Americans playing on the highest level. For him to come in and endure everything he had to endure, he died on the cross basically for so many people to come after him. He was the right person, to do it, and it only would have worked if he did it the way that he did it.
Right.
He was a great man. He was he was someone that spoke up years later for Kurt Flood when he's another. That's one that should have been on the list. That would be number 2 was Kurt Flood. But Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier. I mean, it inspired Martin Luther King. So
right.
That's the number 1 moment.
Okay. All right. Kevin.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with a couple of the guys and say definitely Jackie Robinson, because that was when I was going throughout grade school. That was the only one I was ever taught about. That's the only one I heard about.
Really?
So I think that definitely had the biggest impact because, yeah.
Okay. Wingman. You need a moment to think about it. I mean, the last 20 minutes wasn't enough time for you.
I'm saying it's easy to say, Jackie Robinson. Mostly because, of course that's the most important because of all the doors that were open. But, I don't like easy answers. So I'm going to say Tony Dungy winning the Super Bowl.
That wasn't easy, believe it.
Okay, so you're going to go Tony Dungy.
Absolutely.
All right, and your reason for going Tony Dungy would be?
He wants to be a nonconformist.
Yes.
It's the only reason.
No, it's actually for a personal reason.
Okay.
Growing up in the area I did, with the people I did, I was surrounded by, I think for lack of a better term, would be racists.
Okay.
And whenever a conversation came up in the news, well, why aren't there any black coaches? You would hear the reasons Kente stated. Well, not smart enough.
Right.
Can't think. Things like that. And to me, that was just odd, to claim that a human being was not capable of doing something like, point to a playbook and say, that's what we should do. And I know there's more to it than that, but you get what I'm saying at the time.
Right.
So, in this instance, when Tony Dungy won the Super Bowl, it felt like, to me, a moment where we could say, you know what, fuck you, you're wrong.
I get that. All right. Okay. Now, my answer, and I was kind of leaning toward the Black Panther thing. I'm a Black Panther. The Power to the People salute for a long time, because of them doing it on the world stage. I thought was just fucking incredible. But and just for those who don't know this story, go to the history website and read the story, because that not only did they do the salute, but they did a lot of other. They had a lot of symbolism in what they was doing. These guys took their time and they really came up with something, involved with that. So there's a good history about that incident. But I'm going to say Jackie Robinson too. But here's the reason why I'm going to say Jackie Robinson. Pressure.
Peer pressure?
No, pressure. Okay, here's the thing. And Kente kind of enlightened me on this. Jackie Robinson, at the time, was not the greatest baseball player in the Negro League. He was one of the best, but he was not the best. I didn't know that. I thought Jackie Robinson was like Jordan. He putting up numbers that just no one else could fuck with. But no, they got him because he was the guy with the temperament that they needed to make this happen. But here's where the pressure comes in. Can you imagine if Jackie Robinson was mediocre? Or better yet, if he sucked?
Right.
It would be another 30 to 40 years before the color barrier probably was even approached. Because the racists would be able to say, see, we gave him a shot. See what happened?
Yeah.
So I have to give him a salute. And here's what he did. Robinson played in 151 games. He hit .297, stole more bases than anyone else in the National League, and was awarded the first ever Rookie of the Year title. So not only did he take that pressure, but he excelled beyond belief. So that's why I have to say that I believe that Jackie Robinson entering the Major League was the most impactful of these events. Okay. Well, I want to thank everybody for their opinion. I think everyone had very, very thoughtful and insightful moments, except for Josh. I'm just messing with you.
Wait, what?
You hipster. Gotta be different from everybody.
Hey, my reason at least was very personal.
Kevin's reason was personal. No one told him there was a Muhammad Ali.
Well, I knew there was. No one told me about the army thing.
Well, no, I mean, and I have to thank Kente because he hit me on a lot of stuff. Because my opinion of Jackie Robinson has went on a roller coaster. Growing up, I thought he was like, one of those guys. He broke the color barrier. But then I learned that a lot of people in the Negro League didn't like him. They called him, Uncle Tom or sellout, and things like that. They were saying the reason that they selected him is because he wouldn't fight back, But again, speaking with people that know, it's like, no, yeah, they're right. He didn't fight back, but he didn't fight back because he wasn't strong. I mean, he didn't fight back because he knew that what he was doing was more important than his personal pride. So you know, yeah, I get what you're saying. You don't know until someone tells you. That's the reality of it. Okay, so next up, we're going to have one of the funniest ladies that ever breathed God's oxygen. This break, we're going to listen to some Mom's Mabley from her skit Good Old Days. This is Ramsey. Y'all okay? Let's do this again. This is Ramsey.
And I'm the wingman.
You're listening to the Just Kicking It Black History Special. We'll be right back.
Let Mom tell you what happened to me in the good old days. You couldn't do nothing you wanted to do. And you better not open your mouth. If you did, they'd knock your brains out. They hit my brother in his mouth so much with a backhanded lick until his lips is way down here. Looked like he got on a turtleneck sweater. Everything your parents picked for you to do, who do you to love, who you to go out with, who you even to marry. Think of somebody picking somebody for you got to spend the rest of your days with. Make no difference what condition it was in. If Daddy said so, that was it. And I wasn't nothing but a child. Nothing but a child, 14 going on 15 years old. And just as cute as I want to be. Hair hanging down my back. See, I'm half Indian. And the other half, the beauty parlor, takes care of that. And this old, dead, puny, moldy man. I mean an old man. Santa Claus looked like his son. He was older than his mother. He was older than his sister died. We went to the funeral. After the funeral, the minister walked over and tapped him on the back. Said, how old are you, Pops? He said, 91. He said, ain't no need you going home. And his brother was older than he was and married a girl 13. He didn't live but 5 days. Took 3 undertakers a week to get the smile off his face. He laying it down. First time I ever seen him bury a man with no top on the casket. My daddy liked him. I had to marry that old man. My daddy should have married. He the one who liked him. The nearest thing to death you've ever seen in your life. His shadow weighed more than he did. He got out of breath threading a needle. And ugly. He was so ugly he hurt my feelings. That's the truth.
Welcome back to Just Kicking It with Ramsey. I'm here with, we're just going to run through this. Josh the Wingman, The Rock, Kente, the talented Mr. Keith, our First Lady Sheriff, the new addition, Norma, and of course, the greatest intern in Riot Radio history, Kevin Michael Jordan.
Number 45.
That was so sweet of you. Okay, we've come to our movie preview. This week we have 2 new movies that we're going to be previewing. But before we get into that, Kevin is going to explain our ratings.
Okay, so if this is a movie that you are super excited to see, then you are going to be willing to get in line for it. That is our top rating. But if you're not as excited as you could be, but you're still willing to see it in the theater and spend a decent amount of money on it, then you'll buy a ticket. If you don't feel excited enough to see this movie in the theater, then well, you can spend a little bit of money on it and just rent the DVD. If you don't want to spend any money on it, but you're still just slightly interested to see it, you can catch it on Netflix or cable. But if you have no interest to see this movie at all, and this is our lowest rating, then you would not go even with a gun to your head.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, so we're going to get into our movie preview. This week we're doing Nonstop and Son of God. I'm assuming that Nonstop is the big movie, so we'll start with Son of God. And again, starting this week, well, we got a clip of it last week. From now on, Kevin will be writing our movie preview, so y'all hold on for this. All right, here we go. Son of God.
Okay, Son of God. Son of God.
You need a moment there, Josh?
He was born to spread the word of God. But all of his life, people wanted to crucify him.
Not all of his life.
I'm reading here.
No, you're not.
Shut up.
Those are my words.
It wasn't until his 2 national championships with the Florida Gators.
Are you kidding me? That's the thing you wanted to say? Alright.
What?
You're talking about Tim Tebow.
That's what this is, right?
Go ahead, man.
I mean, I agree that it's, a little too soon for a biopic, but, I'd just go with
I have like
it.
the worst man crush on that guy.
No, this is beyond crush. This is obsession.
Okay, I'll read the thing that What's-His-Face wrote.
Okay. So now you're going to do the preview for the movie Son of God.
Right.
Okay.
Instead of the actual Son of God.
Okay.
Son of God. You saw him in Passion of the Christ. You saw him in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and now JC is back and fully loaded in Son of God. When heaven is on the brink of complete destruction, God sends his only Son, Jesus Christ, to earth, knowing that he will bring great things to its people. After crash landing in Bethlehem, the child is discovered by Mary and Joseph, 2 Midwestern farmers. They decide to raise the strange boy to the best of their abilities. Mary teaches him alphabets and numbers, while Joseph explains how it's okay to let children die. Wow. As the boy gets older, he discovers that he has many amazing abilities, such as turning water into wine, healing the blind, multiplying food, and heat vision. Despite this, he finds it hard to live a normal life on Earth, and he is constantly bullied by an IHOP employee.
What?
His struggle gets worse when Joseph is tragically killed by the world's most casual tornado. Based on the New York Times bestseller, watch as 2-time Academy Award-nominated actor Jack Sparrow's stunt double portrays Jesus during his legendary time on Earth.
Better say your Hail Marys right now.
Supporting cast includes Game of Thrones Extra number 37, Game of Thrones Extra number 39, and some guy named Anas. Don't miss the film that critics are calling one of the 2 movies coming out this week. Son of God will reach out and touch your soul this Friday at a theater near you.
That's a brilliant. Wow. I'm stuck on the IHOP employee. Okay, we'll start with the ladies. I guess you can go ahead and give us your rating too. Cher, are you excited about Son of God, and what's your rating?
Well, I mean, just okay. very touchy subject because, of course, you don't necessarily want to say "Not with a Gun" just because they could have retitled it "Yet Another Christian Movie." But I think, yeah, pretty much "Not with a Gun."
Okay. Norma?
Being 110% Catholic, practicing, I don't know what to say after this.
Okay, are you going to see the movie?
Oh, most definitely, I'm going to see it.
Okay. So are you going to...
Like in theaters?
I'm sorry, you guys are breaking up.
Are you going to see it in a theater, or are you going to wait for it on Netflix or cable?
You know what? I'll probably wait for it to be on Netflix or cable because it might not be worth it. It'll probably be a repeat of whatever else has been put out there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I think to get my best opinion from it would be not be upset is to see it on TV.
Okay.
Where it's, being previewed for free.
That makes sense. All right. The talented Mr. Keith, how you feel about Son of God?
Well, I feel I may have to say a few prayers after that lovely rendition that was read by Josh. I already have this movie. This is the chapter that, if you all remember a year ago when they released on the History Channel the miniseries The Bible,
right?
That's what this is. Now, I'm sure there's probably like additional scenes or what have you that's been added into it or what have you. But if you ended up with the miniseries on DVD from last year, you pretty much already have this. So, and my family has this. So there you go. I guess I'll watch it on DVD.
Okay. Kente.
There's so many things I like about this film. You have, Roma Downey is a producer, and Mark Burnett. You have Keith David is the narrator. You have Hans Zimmer's music is in this film, and you have a great tale, which is the birth and death of Jesus Christ. All of those are reasons to watch a film about Jesus Christ, not this one. No, I don't think I want to see it at all. So not with a gun.
Okay. Kevin.
I'm not interested, really, to be honest. Not with a gun.
Okay. Wingman.
Look, we can only take so many remakes, okay? So I'm just going to cut right to the chase and say, not with a gun.
Okay. Now, I'm going to have to say not with a gun, too. And my reasoning is simply, I've seen Jesus of Nazareth. I've seen King of Kings. And there's not one scene that I've seen in this film that's different from those two movies. Again, it's the equivalent of watching a film that you've already seen several times. Why would you, continue to watch it? I saw in a theatrical trailer where they did do some special effects things, but for the most part, you already seen it if you've seen those two films. And I think Kings of Kings is the best of that area anyway. So for me, this is easily not with the gun. Okay, next up.
Non-stop. 2 years after his daughter is sentenced to life in a Turkish prison for acts of terrorism, Liam Neeson gets work as an air marshal somehow. And wherever Liam Neeson goes, danger follows. From the director of Orphan and Unknown comes the all-new action mystery romance political thrill ride Non-Stop. Non-Stop stars Liam Neeson as Liam Neeson, the world's shittiest air marshal, who not only hates flying, but also can't recognize his own bank account number, making him a suspect in the terrorist plot that he himself is investigating. One fateful evening on the job, Neeson receives a text from an unknown number demanding $150 million in cash and promising a dead body every 20 minutes until the money is received. Neeson outsmarts the terrorist by going around and attacking random people on the plane.
You got to finish, sir.
Well, I'm glad there was that little laugh break because apparently he thinks I'm Ron Burgundy.
Damn it. I know I put that in the wrong place.
What follows is the most exciting Alfred Hitchcock ripoff with a John Woo ending that you've seen in the last few days.
Wow.
Nonstop also stars Julianne Moore of The Last to Go fame and the pedophile-looking guy from Argo. Nonstop crashes into theaters this Friday.
Boy.
Okay, I'll start with Nonstop.
Before you do, I'm gonna.
You know when I added that, right?
No, I have no idea when you added this.
That was when you were talking to me at the.
But he thought I would just, read and read and read without realizing what I'm saying.
Like balls. He got hidden in the script. I like balls in my face. No,
I'm gonna get you one.
He was hoping that Josh would just keep reading, and he would just announced to the world as he read this, "I like balls in my face."
I'm gonna be a little more subtle next time.
Okay, here's the thing that interests me about this film. How do you kill someone every 20 minutes on a plane?
With a gun?
That's the only reason I want to see it. The rest of, first of all, if you watch the theatrical trailer, they give away the entire fucking movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, there's nothing left.
Yeah, they do show quite a bit.
They show everything in the movie except the guys that's the villain. Everything else is completely explained. So, but yeah, that's the only part of this plot that interests me. So for that reason, I'm going to say Netflix or cable. I want to just see how many people you can kill on a plane in 20 minutes, and how can you kill them without being discovered. That interests me. Okay, Wingman.
I want to see this for the very simple reason of I have no idea. It's just one of those movies you're like, I watched the trailer. It looks nonsensical, but it has gunplay. I haven't seen anything good like that in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So for that reason and that reason alone, I will go straight to the movie theaters and laugh at the people buying tickets and watch it on Netflix and cable.
Okay. Okay, Norma?
Nah, I'll pass.
Okay, so not with a gun?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. First Lady Cher.
Yes, sir.
I
think I'm gonna go ahead and wait for Netflix or cable. I do want to see it though, because just Liam Neeson is just fun to watch. As this, tougher than grit dude. Still kicking it, still able to pull a gun on a dude, and hopefully they'll stop messing up his family though. A gun on some dude, it's because they're messing with his family. Other than that, yeah. And plus the chick, that's one of the chicks from Downton Abbey actually is a main character as well. So I'd love to see her acting capability outside of Downton Abbey. So.
Okay. All right. Kevin?
Well, Josh, there's a good chance you're going to be laughing at me at the theater. Because I don't know. I do know what it is. There's three reasons why I very possibly am going to go see this movie in the theater.
Spidity, spidity, stupidity.
You found a girl that'll blow you while you watch it.
What?
Liam fucking Neeson.
You guys need to get a room.
That's why I probably, I don't know, I might not see it in the theater, but, I'm definitely going to see this movie.
Don't let Josh bully you out of not seeing it.
So,
No.
So you buy a ticket?
You know what? Yeah, we'll say that.
Okay. Keith.
Josh, the word is not found. The word is paid. A girl.
My mistake.
That is so bad.
So I'm gonna go ahead and kick this guy right here.
Okay, Keith.
The movie seems interesting, but it's not interesting enough for me to actually go out and buy a movie ticket. I think I'll catch it on like Netflix or something of that nature.
Okay. And Kente.
Taken 3. I can't see myself really watching this. This is gonna be not with a gun. I don't want to see plane taking.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Josh, I'm like, you're going to figure this out tonight. Okay, so for Nonstop, we have Shara, Keith, Josh, and Ramsey all said Netflix or cable. Norma and Kente said not with the gun. And Kevin said he'd buy a ticket. For Son of God.
Buy a child's ticket.
For Son of God, we have not with the gun for Shara, Keith. I'm sorry, for Shara, Kente, Kevin, Josh, and Ramsey. Keith said he already got the DVD. I kind of think that's really a not with a gun, but okay.
No, seriously, if you guys watched it last year, it came out. You know, if you saw, I mean, I bought it, I have it. End of story.
Okay.
It is the same.
All right. And Norma said that she would check it out on Netflix or cable. So I think we got a clear-cut winner. Leon does it again.
So what will the number one movie in America be next week?
Lego Movie.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, this is going to do it for our movie preview. Next up, we have one of we were speaking about groundbreaking individuals and Balls Out. This is another groundbreaking individual. Flip Wilson is next up with a bit called Ugly Baby. This is Ramsey.
I'm the wingman.
This is the Just Kicking It Black History Special.
I was coming in from Baltimore to do the show, and, well, I was on the train there, and I'm settled in my seat. I'm very relaxed, and the first thought that passed through my mind was to familiarize myself with the surroundings. And I glanced across the aisle, and I noticed that the lady occupying the seat there had her baby with her. Ugly baby. Bad-looking baby. Now, generally I'd hesitate about passing an opinion about somebody's kid, but this was, even if I don't say it, it's an ugly baby. I only took one quick look, like that, and I saw. In from the front of the coach comes this guy. The guy's, he's had a few. And as he approached the section where the woman was with the baby, he stops and he's staring, like that. And the woman's watching him. She's watching him from the corner of her eye. She says to him, "What are you looking at?" The guy says, "I'm looking at that ugly baby." That's a bad-looking baby, lady. I bet you save a lot of money with that baby. Well, you don't have to hire any babysitter. Nobody's going to bother that kid. The lady gets offended. She gets offended. Does that make sense? As he pulls the emergency cord, the train stopped. There's a big scene in there. Well, everybody's crowding around there. And you know the guy who goes through the train selling those 25-cent sandwiches for $1.50. He comes in, big scene. The conductor comes in. The conductor says, "What's going on here? What's going on here?" And the lady said, "This fellow just insulted me. And I don't have to spend my money to ride this railroad and be insulted." The conductor said, "Now, calm down, lady." He said, "Madam, the Pennsylvania Railroad will go to any length to avoid having differences between the passengers. He said, perhaps it would be more to your convenience if we were to rearrange your seating. And as a small compensation from the railroad, if you'll accompany me to the dining car, we'll give you a free meal. Maybe we'll find a banana for your monkey."
Hey everybody, welcome back to Just Kicking It with Ramsey. Before we go into our next segment, I'd like to tell you about something. Ramsey, do you like to use Amazon.com?
Of course.
When you do you use the link provided at the Just Kicking It with Ramsey Facebook page?
Of course.
What if I told you there was a better, easier way?
What could be easier than clicking a link on our Facebook page?
How about hitting a link from your bookmarks?
Okay, that's easy.
I recommend you go to our Just Kicking It with Ramsey Facebook page and clicking on the link for Amazon. Once there, just go ahead and bookmark it. That way it becomes your permanent one-click link to all of your Amazon shopping.
Okay, when you use our link, you show Amazon that the Just Kicking It fans support what we do, and we really mean that. And you really mean that. A few extra pennies get thrown our way to keep the show running and even help make it better. More importantly, it doesn't cost you a penny to show support for the show.
All it takes is a click to show some love.
Just a click, huh?
Just a click.
Calling all independent and unsigned artists, producers, DJs, models, and photographers. Do you want to gain more exposure? Need to build a buzz? Then check out 48 Media and submit to be featured on 48media.com. Send your request to info@48media.com. That's FOUR8media.com. You can also find 48 Media on Facebook and Twitter. Just search the number 4, EIGHT, Media. 48 Media.
People often ask me what Nude Beach means. I tell them Nude Beach is more than just a name. It's a state of mind. Nude Beach is about finding that place where you feel comfortable in your own skin. Nude Beach is about being able to strip away the layers of life find your true self. When you're wearing Nude Beach, you tell the world that you appreciate that the finest things in life isn't about what you own. Those moments when you can be, well, you. Nude Beach is about finding the place that makes you happy, finding the thing that makes you complete, and putting your heart and soul into it without regret. Nude Beach is about stripping away the layers of reality to get back to the core of life. Where's your Nude Beach?
For more information, check out our website at kangley.com. That's KAINLEY.com. And be sure and like us on Facebook.
Hey everybody, it's the Wingman here, reminding you to listen to The Wingman Show each and every week, Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Raya Radio. We will cover who's doing what in Hollywood, not who's doing who, as well as have interesting conversations about the latest news as well as important topics when it comes to the field of entertainment. That's The Wingman Show, only on Raya Radio. www.spreaker.com/user/Ramsey. Or, if you can't make the live broadcast, by all means feel free to download the podcast from iTunes. That's The Wingman Show. This is The Wingman. I'll see you there.
Are you a Movie Storm user? Are you having a hard time completing your masterpiece? Are you finding that you just don't have enough assets to get the movie of your dreams done? Well, have no fear. Mods and More is here. Mods and More is the premier website to get all of your Movie Storm modding needs met. The brainchild of Shirley Martin, aka Squirrely Girl, Mods and More has an extensive library of animations, handheld props, clothes, sets, and more. And what we don't have at Mods and More, you can get custom made. For a reasonable price, you can get your own custom content to help you complete your epic production. So, if you want to get the best in Movie Storm content, just go to www.modsinmore.com geektech.net/movie storm. And remember, storm on.
Back to the Just Kicking It Black History Special. I am here with a lot of cool people and Kevin.
What is this? Is this pick on me night? Just because I get fired so soon?
No, man. Kevin, I think you're the best intern we've ever had.
Thanks. That means a lot.
But again, the roster tonight goes like this: the talented Mr. Keith, The Rock Kente, of course, our First Lady Cheryl, and the newest member to our team, Norma, and my wingman, Josh. All right, so we're getting into Geek Tech Talk, and I keep telling y'all that I've reached the point where we're not going to do that Geek Tech Talking, counting thing, especially not tonight, because I think we're going to have, I already know the debate going to be about this list. So we're going to get into what we're talking about here in Geek Tech Talking. That is 10. Okay, we're on a website called Listverse. That's LISTVERSE, and this is an article that was written in October of 2007, and it says the top 10 African American inventors. Josh is going to run us through the top 6. And again, this is their list, not our list. Okay. I'm going to run through just the name and the inventions, man.
Okay. So, yeah, just let it be known. Most of the time we do, electronic-y.
Right.
No, we're kicking it old school with geek tech. And we're gonna start with number 10. Madame C.J. Walker, who invented hair lotion for black women.
Thank you, Miss C.J.
Yes. Hair crack.
Number 9. Frederick McKinley Jones, who invented refrigeration systems for long-distance transports.
Yeah, now, real quick, what this guy did is invented the coolant system for trucks and train cars. So without his invention, if you didn't stay around the farmer's market, fresh fruit was not an option. All right, next.
Number 8, Jan Ernst Maltzelger, who invented shoe-lasting machinery.
Okay.
Number 7, Norbert Relu, who invented sugar refining machinery.
Okay.
George Edward Alcorn comes at number 6, and he invented imaging X-ray spectrometers.
All right.
Number 5, Louis Latimer invented the long life light bulb.
Cool. And that brings us to number 4.
Number 4, Granville Woods, and he invented a variation on the induction telegraph.
Okay, again, now there's a good paragraph here about what he done, but basically the thing that I thought was incredible is that he invented the technology that is used to keep up with moving trains and to conduct them as far as making sure they're not crashing into each other.
Which is very important.
Yeah, you really don't want, trains crashing into each other.
Yeah, I can understand why that would be a bad thing.
Yeah, I see that.
You ever see that movie Unstoppable? Pretty good.
Oh boy.
Somebody give Kevin a hug.
Virtual hug, Kevin. Hug time.
Okay. All right. Now this next one surprised me. I'm man enough to admit it. I did not know this.
Well, number 3 on the list that Ramsey did not know is Patricia Bath, who invented a form of eye surgery using lasers.
Oh yeah.
Lasers.
So she's the one that developed LASIK surgery, basically.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, that was my response too.
Apparently, before they used a drill-like device.
Yeah. Give me the laser. Shit, give me 4 lasers.
Can you imagine the racist that has to have that option? It's like, look, you can go with this drill that was invented by a white guy, or this laser that was invented by a black woman.
That needs to be a skit.
No, and this is why, it's important that we do things like this, because we learn things that we didn't know. Like the gentleman at number at number 8 with the shoe lasting machinery. That's the wrong name for that, because what he invented was a machine that actually placed the shoe in a position so that it can be stitched quicker and more efficiently.
So it's like a shoe placing machine,
right? Mm-hmm.
So it's like a template, kind of like a jig.
Right, yeah. And now I know that Miss Patricia Bath is the mother of LASIK surgery. That is so fucking cool to me. You know what? I feel as though this show has been successful.
I don't know about Relu, though. I think some people kind of might have looked at him sideways, like, okay, dude, it's nice that you came up with a machine to refine the sugar and all, but could you have helped a brother and a sister out by inventing the machine that could just go ahead and take care of chopping down the sugar cane real quick in the field, so that, like, we slaves didn't have to do it, like, or make our job just a little easier, something. I don't.
Okay, now if I'm comprehending what they have right here, it's not that what his machine does is broke it down so that it could be used around the house, and it says that it also developed the same type of production for soap, gelatin, and glue. So it's more of he was more of processing sugar than actually, harvesting it.
Well, at least he helped the people that were still house niggas, man. What did you say? Yep, pretty much.
Okay. All right. We have 2 more to go, and then we're going to get into what may turn into instant great debate. Number 2.
Number 2, Garrett Morgan. He invented the gas mask and a type of traffic light.
Okay. Raise your hand if you didn't know about this. Exactly. Oh, what kept... His gas mask is the prototype, pretty much, that was used in World War I, I think it is.
Well, his was pre-World War I, and it was modified for the soldiers.
Right. Mm-hmm. Now, the traffic light, I don't know. I think the traffic light is like a car. I don't think anybody really knows who was the first, but his was one of the better versions of it.
And it was also made cheaper with his method.
So it didn't take so much of y'all money. Of the government's money. All right, and their number 1, again, this is listverse.com, top 10 African American inventors, 2007.
So get your rebuttals ready, because their number 1 is Otis Boykin, who invented an electrical resistor and control unit for pacemakers.
Okay. I had to read this a couple of times to understand what I was reading. He did not invent the pacemaker.
Mm-mm.
He invented a circuit that worked with the pacemaker to maintain a regular heartbeat.
Right.
So he kind of...
He took it from,
improved it a bit.
Hardly works, to, okay, we can finally work with this.
Right. Okay.
Okay, but see, the fact that he died of heart failure, oh, man.
Well, you know what, now, that you can... Okay. It doesn't say he was in the hospital for 5 years and he died. He may have saw a lady walking down the street. She bent down to pick up something. The wind blew up her bonnet. He was done.
Yeah, he was 62 and 82. So, those were the Stone Ages.
Yeah, So, because he died of heart failure doesn't mean that his invention didn't work for him. It may have been he just couldn't get one in time.
You'd imagine they would have like one with his name on it waiting.
In 80s, that was 1982. You know what? That's quite possible.
Oh, if it's 1982, she was probably in some short shorts, bending over, listening to Luke.
I'm sorry. In 82, I was in the process of being born.
Okay, now, the gentleman who wrote this article made it clear that he knew he left off two important people. And I guess let's just start with the big guy. He left off George Washington Carver.
He invented the peanut.
He did. I don't think he invented it. But he did do a lot of shit with it. And the other gentleman that he left off this list was Benjamin Bradley. And Mr. Bradley, he's the engineer. Yeah, it's kind of strange that you left him off the list.
I do have another completely different list.
No, this is the dude that invented the steam engine. Yeah, okay, so I don't know what in the hell they got this list from then. Okay, what's on your list, sir?
And it starts off with Elijah McCoy, who invented an oil dripping cup for trains.
A what?
An oil dripping cup for change. A lot of people tried to imitate it, and that's where the term "the real McCoy" comes from.
Isn't he an X-Men character?
Oh.
No, that's Hank McCoy.
Wait, stop. Slow down. He invented what?
An oil dripping cup for trains.
Oh, you saying trains? I thought you were saying change.
No.
And I'm like, why in the hell do your chain need oil?
At least you didn't think I said chains.
Too soon, Josh.
I ain't got no oil. The quarter just won't work.
But I think he's more famous for having the phrase "the real McCoy" coined.
Okay, all right.
Let's see. Next on that's on that list too. Lewis Latimer, Matt Slinger, George Washington Carver is on the list. Okay, it's mostly the same.
Well, again, I kind of get, not putting George Washington Carver on there because that's like, an obvious. Everybody knows about George Washington Carver.
Yeah, this is a site for 3rd and 4th graders.
Yeah. Right, Kevin?
You're talking about the president, right?
Yes, the president, George Washington Carver.
Oh, wasn't he he was the one that
Jesus
came over,
Christ.
like with the Pilgrims, who conquered America from the British?
Internet, dude.
No, Kevin. We got to get you better apps on your phone or something, man. All right, is there anyone that we didn't mention that you guys think that we should throw in there?
Anybody.
Going once.
That's right.
Going twice. I think we should put Tyler Perry in there.
For what?
For inventing comedy.
For what?
Inventing comedy.
And for inevitably winning Josh the box office movie contest. What a great pick.
You'll see.
You have Lonnie Johnson invented the Super Soaker.
You have who?
Lonnie Johnson. He invented the Super Soaker.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how about C.P. Beckley?
How about him?
Invented the folding chair.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm just saying, here we are.
Yeah.
Because I found a list of inventions.
That's a helicopter?
Let's see. Does it say helicopter?
An H, I said helicopter.
Helicopter. P.E. Williams.
Really?
That doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
1962.
Yeah, that's not right. What did he like develop a better?
Wait. They saying that the helicopter was invented in 1962? I just want to know who tested it.
So they didn't invent a helicopter until about the time JFK said we were going to put somebody on the moon.
Yesterday we invented a helicopter.
Tomorrow we fly it to the moon.
Yeah, no, we ain't gonna do that. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get out of this segment. We're gonna tip our hat to all of those that has made our life better. Thank you for your contribution. And of course, if you was to do a Mount Rushmore of black inventors, I think you can give George Washington cover the first 3 spots.
Like doing different facial expressions.
Yeah, I think you can. You know, he's
one of them's a peanut butter mouth.
Like, I don't even know what a peanut butter mouth is. So
That just sounded disgusting.
I have not. What the hell is a peanut butter mouth?
What if
you have peanut butter stuck to the roof of your mouth, and you're like, trying to get it, you know.
So everybody else does it because it's annoying, but he does it just to show off.
Okay. Next on the list, we're going to hear from. To this day, I still think one of the funniest men to ever breathe oxygen on the mic, Mr. Bernie Mac, and this is a little piece from his Making Love to a Black Woman. This is Ramsey.
And I am the wingman.
This is the Black History Special. You're listening to Just Kicking It.
Yo, Jim, tired of this shit. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. When you make love to a black woman, I'm gonna tell you how you do it. You got to be good. I'm not talking about myself. Cause you know a fuck ain't number 50 pumps. Count it if you ain't got nothing to do. It ain't number 5 minutes, but the foreplay make it seem longer. But you get a woman, black woman, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care how meek that woman is, how soft-spoken she is. If you're giving her the dick, whatever wrong with you, she gonna let you know. You can have a patch on your eye, your leg could be broke. If you get up there, she'll be like, woo, shit, you patch-eye motherfucker. You broke leg son of a bitch. You know you in this motherfucker. Kick it! You don't understand, goddammit. And you know what's funny when you make love to a woman and she on top and the phone ring? That's some funny shit. When she on the phone ring, man, every time she on the phone, ring go ring, ring. You get cool and shit. Ring, baby, don't answer. Ring, I gotta answer. Ring, baby, don't answer. Ring, it might be a job. Ring. And every time, she pick up the phone, start fiddle-faddling with, when she pick it up every time she start to talk, give her the dick. She'll be like, hello. What? What? Oh, what I'm doing? This when you get it. What I'm doing? Oh, nothing.
Welcome back to Just Kicking It with Ramsey. And if you don't like this show, you can have the dick. God, I love Bernie Mac, man. That boy's a damn fool with it. Welcome back to our Black History Special. I am here with everybody. We have First Ladies here, our new addition, Norma, the talented Mr. Keith, the Rock Kente, the greatest intern in Riot Radio history. Till we get another one. Kevin, Michael, Jordan.
The clouted, clay-brained Bumbailey.
Okay.
Well, that was new.
For real.
Yeah,
Fuck me all up. And last but not least, we have Josh the Wingman.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have come to our main event. Now, as I said in the opening tonight, the last few weeks have just been one heavy issue after another for here at Riot Radio. And we don't have a problem with doing heavy issues. You know, that's one of the reasons why we're here. Is because we want to be a voice for everyday people. And we want to speak truth, and we want to speak it uncensored. And we hope that's what you enjoy listening to, because we're not going to change that format. With that being said, I thought today would be a good day to just lighten up a little bit, and we can just discuss our favorite and or least favorite black comedians. So that's what the main event is going to be about. And I'll start this off because every time I mention this, people look at me like I've lost my mind. The one guy who I just don't get it. To me, he's not funny. He's never been funny. Is Martin Lawrence. I didn't like the show. I don't like his stand-up. Martin is just not funny to me. So I'm gonna shoot the first shot and say he's probably my least favorite, Martin Lawrence.
You know what? I actually kind of agree with you. I mean, I did like the show growing up. I thought his best stuff was when he was the host of Def Comedy Jam, but I never thought he was a great comedian. Actually, some of his humor I just didn't get or really appreciate or whatever. And when he came back and did that special, to me it was whack as ever. So yeah, I feel you on Martin Lawrence.
Okay. My favorite is, now I'm kind of cheating because he's coming up next in our break. And I think, okay, here's the bottom line. The baddest man is Richard Pryor. Okay? Bottom line. I'm not going to argue that fact. I believe that to be as solid as a rock. But I do think that this man need to be put in the conversation as a number 2 with Eddie Murphy and everybody else that you want to put in number 2. And that's Robin Harris. I think Robin Harris is one of the funniest motherfuckers out there that ever did it. So he'll be my favorite. I can listen to Robin Harris all day long. So that's mine too. My favorite, Robin Harris, and I've tried to get Martin. I don't get it. He's just it's just not my cup of tea. He's just not funny to me.
Martin Lawrence was brilliant in Bad Boys when other people were writing for him.
Okay. All right.
Bad Boys 2 are the only 2 movies that I've seen him in that I can think of that I actually tolerated. I don't want to say enjoyed it, but like, he was passable.
What about Black Knight?
I did not like it. I watched it as for supporting, because. But I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
You're just talking about stand-up comedians, not their movies.
No, I'm basically talking about the stand-up.
That's the essential part of the conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, who's next? Don't be scared.
I'll take next.
Okay.
One of my least favorite is Tracy Morgan. I didn't like him on Def Comedy Jam. I thought he was one of the worst comedians of that group. And the fact that he made it so big on Saturday Night Live and then on 30 Rock, he was terrible. And he's not funny to me. I don't get the attraction. It seems like a lot of Caucasians really like him, more so than black folk.
Why, yes, we do.
Yeah, I don't like him. I don't think he's funny. I think he's a buffoon. And I don't like looking at his face, to be honest with you.
Okay, let me, and I'm finna kind of reveal my some of my past. But don't he look like just the motherfucker that you should just walk up and slap the shit out of?
Yeah.
I mean, like he should be standing somewhere, like in a mall, just for people to just put him on one side and put Bill Bellamy on the other.
I like Bill Bellamy. His last special was pretty good. But my favorite comedian, now this is my favorite. I'm not saying this is the best. Chappelle is the dude, that's alive right now. That's my favorite comedian, even though you don't really see his stand-up anymore. But my favorite comedian of all time is Robin Harris.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up, he was the comedian of note when I was coming up as a teenager. His comedy album, Bebe's Kids, we used to, back in the day, we knew it cover to cover. I could sit there and do all of the jokes from Bebe's Kids. He was so funny. Out here they have this, they used to have this comedy club called the Comedy Act Theater, and he was the MC, and he was amazing. I mean, he can go up on stage with no material and just do a whole hour, probably hours of just cutting on people in the audience. He was a brilliant comedian, and a lot of the comedians that work now will tell you that they were all influenced by him. D.L. Hughley would tell you that. Bernie Mac would have told you that. Steve Harvey. I'm so glad that Unsung on TV One is doing a documentary on him.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping that Spike Lee would have made one because he was in a lot of Spike Lee's movies. But Spike Lee loved him, and he's a comedian that's been forgotten.
Right.
And he was so big. It's a shame he died when he died, because he was on the cusp. He had already been in House Party and a bunch of other movies, and he had, they were going to do the Baby's Kids live action movie, and he had like a bunch of stuff going on. He's from Compton. He's a local guy, and he was just so fucking hilarious. Outside of his Baby's Kids, thing. That wasn't even my favorite stuff. The piccolo player was great, and fair change and all of that stuff. We used to do that all the time. I mean, we'd be sitting there back in the day just doing his whole act, stealing his whole act, basically. So, I miss Robin Harris. I wish there was like more of a library of his stuff. Unfortunately, there's the Baby's Kids album and a couple other things, but it's not a bigger library of his stuff that's available.
Yeah.
Robin Harris.
Okay. Who's next?
Oh, I'll take next.
All right.
I really don't have a worst comedian in mind, but I'll tell you my favorite.
Go ahead and take my Tracy Morgan. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can have Tracy Morgan.
What are you talking about?
Actually, and if I was forced to pick up a worst, actually I would kind of say Bill Cosby, only because I felt like he was more effective. It was less effective stand-up, but more effective like later on as he got involved as an actor and then producer and more behind the scenes of things. So I don't know that I was that enthralled with his stand-up.
That's the word. Bill Cosby is the word.
Yeah, because
wow.
It's not entirely his fault either, because quite honestly, he was out at the same time as like so many other like prolific, stand-up artists. I mean, Red Fox was still kicking around, and Richard Pryor was, comes to mind as like definitely the major comedian of his time, in my mind. So, it's not even an assessment of his skill per se. It's the environment of other comedians that were in the genre in and around his heyday. But I'd say my all-time favorite has actually been Paul Mooney, because he has this way of just telling it like it is, that is stayed funny, and it's equally funny to watch the reactions of his audience members, matter of fact, especially those of the Caucasian persuasion, because quite honestly, it speaks volumes how comfortable some folks are or aren't with his brand of comedy. So, yeah.
Okay. Now I just have to state for the record, and if you've been listening to the show the last few weeks, or you've been watching me, if you're a friend of mine on Facebook and see my I'm Just Saying posting, you know I'm not a fan of Bill Cosby. But I gotta give him credit for his stand up. The motherfucker's funny. He is. The one that he did before this last one, is it 40, I think is the name of it, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I sat down looking to boo that shit because I'm like, my hands crossed, my lips perked out, make me laugh. I was in tears by the time that shit ended.
Really?
I hate how he see his people now. I really hate that. I hate that he pretends like everybody is in hardship is there because they want to be there. I don't like people that do that. But I got to give him credit as far as skills go. He's a funny motherfucker. He is. When he get on stage, he's funny.
Your number one was what again, Cher?
Paul Mooney.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney, great. One thing I love about Paul Mooney is his show ain't started until at least 3 people walked out of it. So.
Okay, who's next? Your favorite and least favorite black comedian? Wingman, I'm gonna throw you under the bus.
You don't know any black people.
Say, I hate Tracy Morgan. Go ahead.
I don't.
I dare you to say Tracy Morgan is your favorite.
I already know who your favorite is. Your favorite is David Chappelle, right?
No.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
Let me say something about Tracy Morgan real quick. I enjoy his work on 30 Rock because it's basically Tracy, play yourself.
Which is why we don't like it.
Ignorant buffoon. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. He does the character justice because it's him.
Wow.
And he had one popular character on Saturday Night Live, but they kept trying. And most importantly, he was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, but what they got to do with his stand-up?
He was also in Cop Out.
Who said anything about stand-up?
Hey, Josh.
So you like him as an actor?
Who said anything about acting?
Hey, Josh, why didn't you mention Cop Out? That's a Kevin Smith movie he's in.
No, it's a Kevin Smith directed movie. There's a difference.
It's a Kevin Smith movie, nonetheless.
All the less.
Okay, so Tracy Morgan is
not on either extreme for me.
Okay, well, who on the extreme side?
I don't have a black comedian that I actively despise to listen to.
Tracy Morgan. My bad. Go ahead.
But my least favorite is, in fact, Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby is your least favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's surprising.
Don't get me wrong. I love his TV shows.
Uh-huh.
And his stand-up is funny. But as far as stand-up goes, it doesn't shine that light on society that stand-ups are supposed to do.
Well, okay, all right. See, all right. Now, yeah, I can't believe y'all finna make me defend fucking Bill Cosby. See, I'm gonna have to go and like get drunk after the show or something. Listen, Bill Cosby. All right, first of all, like Cheryl said, you gotta understand the fact that he was in the shadow of greatness, and he still made it able to shine. Okay. It was Red Fox, and then Richard Pryor just took shit to another level.
Mm-hmm.
And not only did Bill Cosby do it, but he done it on his terms. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is he did not. Now he's not a choir boy, and anybody think he is, they fooling their damn self. But he was nowhere near where Richard and Red Fox was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, every now and then, you know, he may say something that make you like, okay, well, the kids can't watch no more of this. But, you know, that was every other sentence with Richard Pryor. So the fact that he was still able to be relevant in the time of these two giants says a lot about his ability as a comedian. So, you know, to say he was not good because he was not political.
No. I didn't say he was not good. I thought I was clear with that. I just said he's my least favorite.
Okay. All right. Okay. And who's your favorite?
Without a doubt, it is Richard Pryor.
That's an easy shot. I thought you said you didn't like easy answers.
Yeah.
Well, if you really want me to say, like, well, my favorite living black comedian, it's Reggie Watts.
Who the hell is Reggie Watts?
That's the
Exactly.
big afro that's on that stupid show.
That dude is not a comedian. He's a fool.
He's a beatboxer or something.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, I'm looking at the guy. See, do he do stand up?
Yes.
I haven't seen. Okay. So you say he does stand up. So I haven't seen it. So I'll take that with a grain of salt, and I will check him out and see if he's funny.
Wow, Josh giving out homework and stuff. Really?
Reggie, not from Watts. Yeah.
So I'm gonna check out Reggie Watts. Okay, who we have next? Kevin. You had plenty of time. It's okay if you don't know no comedian past, yesterday.
I was gonna say, yeah.
You can't say Dane Cook in blackface either. That's just wrong.
Shut the hell up. This is definitely gonna show my age, and I'll probably get some hate for this, but I don't. Well, first of all, I don't watch a whole lot of stand-up, but I do like the sketch comedy of Key and Peele.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I do. I think those guys are hilarious. I really do.
But you have to pick one.
They're a duo. I can count them as
Pick one.
They're a fucking duo. I'm counting them as one. This is my segment. Or this is my. I have the floor. Okay, this is me speaking. He picked me to speak. So
You're buying time to think of a least favorite, aren't you?
No, I know. But I will say.
Insurrection is just sexy.
When.
Oh my goodness.
When Kente said Tracy Morgan, that definitely pops up at the bottom of my list. I definitely will say that. But if this counts, this is probably my least favorite, and that would be Josh's box office gold, Tyler Perry.
I wouldn't even consider him a comedian.
Does he do stand up? I thought
No. Somebody may shoot his ass.
I thought he did stand up. Okay.
When he shows up on stage, it's in a dress.
All right, then. To be more official, I guess I'll go with Tracy Morgan then, because
that's a good choice. Okay, Norma.
Yes.
Your favorite and least favorite?
Favorites? Oh, I'd have to say Cat Williams.
Okay.
Kente, oh gosh, no. I'd say Cat Williams. He's my
Okay, favorite black man versus favorite black comedy. Okay.
So which one is Kente?
Neither.
You see, Kente's an everyman.
All right. I love Cat Williams before he had money.
Before he got that perm and relaxed.
No. When he was still up and coming, like during the Wild Out days, Cat Williams was one of the funniest motherfuckers I ever seen in my life.
Before the Illuminati got a hold of him.
Mini Mouseketeer, Minnie Mouse, running around with his shit permed up and them big ass shoes and them hot ass suits, purple, orange, yellow, green. Reminds me of one of them little midget. This reminds me of one of them little midget ass pimps on the south side of Chicago. Just walked out of the shop with his shit permed and relaxed and looking at other bitches and saying, "Bitch, don't be jealous."
I'm not gonna ask you how you know those.
She was kind of detailed.
I know, right?
Kente, since rent was due, I had to put you on the corner.
Oh, so she was watching Kente. That's how she know what was going on.
She saw me pimping.
Kente's my best provider.
Oh wow! So I guess okay, all right. And who's your least favorite?
Oh, wow. Now this one takes it all. I cannot stand Whoopi Goldberg.
What? Really?
Academy Award winner Whoopi Goldberg?
Her comedian size, I can't stand.
She's an American treasure, though.
Apparently, she don't give a damn about that.
You know, I mean, the soccer moms, they love her and that, but it's just, she's got all that money. Do something with it.
She's on The View. She was
Yeah,
the
I know,
center,
but she's
she was the
just
center
so-
square on Hollywood Squares. What are you talking about?
That means something, being in the middle.
She had a whirlwind romance with the star of Cheers, Ted Danson.
You know, every time I see Whoopi Goldberg, I see the ghost, you know?
You know what, though? I'm glad you brought that up, Josh, because that should put her on the end of my list. That shit that she did with Ted Danson.
I think Tracy Morgan still works.
Sex?
I'm talking about the black face. You know what? I'm changing mine.
No, hey. You can't do that.
She's done some good stuff and some bad stuff, but Whoopi Goldberg does not make it with me. You know, that's just it. I don't like her on The View. I've seen her on The View. I just don't like her on The View.
I just don't like The View.
Like she's a puppet. She's there for them. You know?
Right,
And
right,
I don't
right.
think she should have put herself in that position. But, you know, that's just my opinion. But, again, Whoopi Goldberg, she does not make me laugh. Some of her movies, I'll give her thumbs up, but she's just really one of my least favorites. Soccer moms like her. The guys, they look at her and they see the predator.
I see Star Trek.
And you know what? Though,
Kinda.
See what the truth is, as a Catholic, Norma doesn't like because she was in Sister Act. She thinks it was blasphemous. That movie.
Wow. Okay. I really have no response for that. Okay. Now I'm trying to remember the last time I saw Whoopi do comedy.
She's not on my favorite list.
Whoopi Goldberg and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And guess what? We have Whoopi Goldberg. She's online too. Patch her in.
But you know what? I have to agree. I was surprised. I was surprised when she got on The View. I was. That surprised me because I thought she was one of those. To me, Whoopi Goldberg on The View is like Spike Lee signing up to work with Fox News.
I would watch Fox News.
She did make me laugh in one of her old, I think it was one of their late 80s movies, Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Yeah.
I liked her in that.
She was in some good movies.
Yeah, I like her movies. I watch her movies. Okay. All right, and last but not least is the talented Mr. Keith, sir.
Yeah.
Your favorite comedian?
Well,
Milton Berle.
I was kind of thinking about it for a little bit. And I was kind of thinking about, like the experiences and how, what kind of like was more memorable for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoyed Chris Tucker. Eddie Murphy was like hilarious. I remember crying listening to some of his routines, just laughing so hard till like it hurt in your gut. I really haven't seen a whole lot of prior work or anything of that nature, but I think just for my own personal experiences, growing up as a kid, I'm going to have to go with Cosby. And the reason why is that he was one of the comedians that I was allowed to watch with my parents, and we all sat down and laughed hysterically as a family.
Right. Okay. And do you have a least favorite, or you just love everybody?
Okay, you're breaking up on me really, really bad. I cannot.
I'm sorry. I said, do you have a least favorite, or you just love everybody?
I think he loves
You still there, Keith?
Yeah, did I just make the Zoom go silent or something, or what happened?
Do you have a least favorite comedian?
Oh,
Josh.
I don't really have one that comes to mind right at the moment. So I'll just leave it at that for right now.
He'll say Tracy Morgan and move on.
Tracy Morgan.
Oh goodness.
Do we have a minute to do like honorable mentions?
Matches between Whoopi Goldberg and Tracy Morgan.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we can do honorable mention. Who's your honorable mentions?
Okay. Just a couple I like to throw out there. Eddie Murphy, of course.
As worst?
What?
As worst or favorite?
No, there's just honorable mentions for favorites. Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Were there more than that?
There's some guys that I think are putting in some work. I think Kevin Hart is representing well to be the man right now. I don't have a problem with him being the man.
Cedric the Entertainer, I always enjoy.
You know what? I was a fan of Cedric the Entertainer until he started with this music shit. I don't get that. I think he's yeah. He did it on his show. He did it on his stand up. He did a whole damn stand up where he's running around singing and dancing. I'm like, dude, what is this?
Wow.
So that's when I lost a lot of respect for Mr. Entertainer.
I was just trying to think of people that I haven't named but still enjoy.
Oh, I hate Steve Harvey. Y'all can put him on the list for me. Can't stand that mother.
Although his Family Feud hosting is funny.
Lee who?
It's mainly what the people say.
No, I like the when he went over to Barbados and shit. That shit was
That's
hot.
the comedy of that show.
Him? He was hot?
I said that shit was hot.
Oh, okay. Sound like
Don't mess up, girl.
You think Steve Harvey is hot? What are you talking about?
Kente did not say he thinks Steve Harvey is hot.
He just said that.
I did not.
I have headphones on. I can hear everything.
I said when Sinbad used to do that thing.
Oh, Sinbad.
Yes.
Oh.
Where, it was like, I forgot what the name of that show was called. That shit was hot.
So we're not saying that Steve Harvey is hot. Okay, all right.
No, it wasn't Steve Harvey, it was Sinbad.
I didn't see that movie.
No. See, they used to have these HBO specials where they would go to like Barbados or they would go to. You don't remember that?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
It was like Sinbad Summer Jam or something like that, and he would have like Earth, Wind and Fire and Kool and the Gang and all those great groups. That shit was tight. I remember you couldn't wait for that shit. It was that and Robert Townsend's Partners in Crime. You couldn't wait.
Yeah.
Wow. Ooh, I totally forgot about that. That's been a minute. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish they'd bring that back, actually. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sinbad Summer Jam. He would have like 70s acts perform at it. Actually, the DVD says $34.94. If anybody want to hook me up. Hit a link, Norman. Hook me up.
I'll hook you up with his pants, his earrings, and his orange ass hair.
You know, if he was here right now, you'd be hitting
No, I seen his ass at Navy Pier.
Yeah, it does.
No. I seen his ass at Navy Pier walking along the pier, big ass Jolly Green Giant, bigger than a yacht.
You know.
So I'm getting you're not a fan.
You know you was all over that. He shot you down.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
That's why you hating on him.
No. Who the hell wants to be with Shrek?
Wow.
I'm just trying to figure out.
You wouldn't shoot him down. Stop it.
Nah. I'd rather go with Cat. I'd rather go with Cat Williams. At least I know he'll be taking care of business from a mini me point.
Probably hit on the Bill
True, but yeah, but at least I know. But at least I know Sim.
Really?
At least I know Cat Williams will take care of business from a mini-me point of view. Sinbad, I might have to climb that shit.
Okay, so
You should know.
Sinbad is not in your to-do list. That's okay.
What happened in this segment?
No.
I don't know. I thought we was going good, but you know.
There'll be one person on your to-do list.
Every now and then we slip into a little porn talk. Okay, all right. So we have a little time to do some talking shit. We're gonna jump out of this segment, and Kente, as always, is telling the tale before we get to tell them. Our next clip is actually from the fabulous Mr. Robin Harris. This is the piccolo player. I'm Ramsey.
I love that one.
And Josh is lost. That's Kicking It Black History Special. We'll be right back.
Boy, oh boy. So, man, oh man. Where Tiny at? Where? Yeah, he don't fuck with nobody no more, do he? How you doing, Tiny? Yeah, I heard you got a whole lot of money, huh, ain't you? Tell me you write a check in the bank bounce. But no matter how much money you get, you can't get rid of that ugliness. You need 2 tickets when you go to the zoo. One to get in, the other one to get out. Tiny. Huh? Fuck Tiny. No, I'm pissed off with Tiny. He lived from Compton. I know. Took me to that church over in Compton. Yeah. Little bitch, man, took to a church. They didn't have no organ player. They had a piccolo player. Everybody in church just cussing the can on. After they sermon, they preached for about an hour, they were getting ready to sing, right? And the preacher says, we're going to turn to hymn 42. Old piccolo player said, I can't play 42. He said, that's all right, bro. We know you're on parole. Let's try 106. I can't play that either, Mr. Preacher. And he said, what about 39? I can't play it. What about 66? I can't play that either. And so the folk, you know how they is in Compton? I'll tell you. Somebody stood up in church talking about, piccolo player's a motherfucker. And the preacher jumped up and said, all right, that's enough of that shit. Had that shit going on in my church. I won't have that shit going on in my goddamn church. Now the man that called my piccolo player a motherfucker, bring his ass up here. And nobody did nothing. Tiny told me, be still. Don't move, because he'll shoot you. So the preacher said, well, the man is sitting next to the man that called my piccolo player a motherfucker, raised his hand. And Tiny went like this. Started sitting on his hands. He said, well, the man is sitting next to the man. Is sitting next to the man. Is sitting next to the man that called my piccolo player a motherfucker. Blink his eye. And nobody blinked shit. So the preacher say, well, the man is sitting next to the man. 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 They called my piccolo player a motherfucker. Bring his ass up here right now. Nobody moved. Man, this shit went on for about an hour. I was in church myself wondering who was the man that's sitting next to the man. Preacher said one more time, he said, well, the man is sitting next to the man. 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 Is sitting next to the goddamn man. Call my piccolo player a motherfucker. Do something. And people just... Finally, this one guy got up. He said, Mr. Preacher, don't shoot. Because I ain't the man that called your piccolo player a motherfucker. He said, hell, I ain't even the man that's sitting next to the man. Called your piccolo player a motherfucker. He said, Mr. Preacher, I ain't even the man that's sitting next to the man. That's sitting next to the man. That's sitting next to the man. I called your piccolo player a motherfucker. Then he grabbed the dick talking about, Mr. Preacher, I ain't even the man sitting next to the man, sitting next to the man. That's sitting next to the man. That's sitting next to the man. That's sitting next to the man. I called your piccolo player a motherfucker. He said, Mr. Preacher, I ain't even the man sitting next to the man. Sitting next to the man. That's sitting next to the man. to sit next to the man, to sit next to the goddamn man who called your piccolo player a motherfucker. So what I want to know is who called that motherfucker a piccolo player? That's what I want to know. Tiny took me to that church. Bald head fucker. Put the light on his ass. Don't you bring your ass up here, Tiny. Head look like some shaved monkey nuts.
Welcome back to Just Kicking It with Ramsey. This is our Black History special. I am here with Josh the Wingman.
Yo, yo.
I have also the talented Mr. Keith.
Howdy.
Oh, there's a lot of y'all. The Rock Kente.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
First Lady Cher.
Hey.
The newest member to the panel, Miss Norma.
Hi.
Miss Norma, you got to talk more. You have a nice voice. I've had you do some promos.
The eye popping chair.
and of course, last but let me make sure I got everybody. That's Josh. That's Kevin. Oh, no, I didn't get Kevin yet. Okay. Kente, Keith. Okay. All right. And last but certainly least, not least.
What the hell is going on tonight?
The greatest intern in Riot Radio history. We're taking applications. Kevin. Michael. Jordan.
Number 45.
Etch a sketch.
Really?
He said yo-yo. I wanted to say a toy.
Oh, okay. All right.
You gotta say it in SFP as well.
I don't know how y'all worked that out, but me and Josh just made a discovery I want to announce that just fucked my head completely up when we was working on the show today. Next month will be the 2-year anniversary of Riot Radio and Just Kicking It.
Wow.
2 years.
That is crazy, man. But no, we actually aired, because for those who don't know, Just Kicking It actually started out as a online video broadcast. So you could actually see our lovely faces. And then someone wrote in and said, you know what, y'all have a face for radio. So we switched. No.
Very little argument, very little resistance.
No, but actually we did. We actually started as a video production show. And we started on March 14th, 2 years ago. So that's thank you, sir, for kicking it with me all this time.
2 years.
2 years. Can't get rid of his ass. Okay, real quick, I know we're kind of going out of format here tonight. So, again, artists, if you're an artist with a project, or you're a filmmaker with a project, or you're an author with a project that you would like us to promote, please send an audio file. I had people who send me beats. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with those. I'm serious. I had people send me beats.
Let's freestyle over them.
Next week, you and Kevin can rap battle.
Yeah. Okay, on the agenda we have a rap battle and an MMA fight.
Who's good MMA fight?
Kevin and I.
You know what? I don't know why. You know what? Y'all keep throwing these little sexual hints toward each other. Now you saying y'all want to grab and wrestle around on the ground?
No,
there's nothing romantic about MMA.
Yeah, okay.
Don't tell.
Dude, we should totally rap. I got some sick rhymes, dude.
It's gonna be easier than I thought.
You're gonna see. There's a reason I chose guitar as my musical.
Dude, where's my car?
Okay, so again, if you are an artist, author, or filmmaker, and you have a project you would like us to promote, if you are a producer, listen. Only thing you got to do is put together a 30-second audio promotion, and I promise you we will put it in rotation here. Please stop sending me video links to your YouTube page. Please stop sending me beats, because I can't do anything with these unless we're going to charge you for us to put it together. And that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help you out. But for me to help you out, you got to help me out. So, and you want to send that to the creative department at spikeshillproduction.com. We will definitely put it in rotation. If you are a small business and you operate online, I don't mind promoting your business, but I am going to ask for some change to help us with the show. That's just business. Okay. Welcome to Talking Shit. This is the part of the show where we get to just let some things off our chest. Now, for those who don't know, Talking Shit is the part of the show where we don't discuss it. Everybody can say whatever they feel like, and it doesn't matter. It can be something nice. It can be something bad. It can be, I hate Kente, or, I got a crush on Josh, or, I think Kevin and Josh make a cute couple. I mean, anything that you want to say, this is the chance to get it off your chest without any repercussion. So that's what Talking Shit is about. Yeah, because every now and then we have to cut some people, but for the most part, you're free, to let it go. Whatever comes out, let it happen. All right, who we starting with tonight, sir?
You know what? I'll go.
Okay. Are you going to say something about Kevin?
You go, girl.
See, now we know who's the dumbass.
You know what? This might apply to him.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's see here.
You'll just have to figure out which side I'm talking about here. And it's going to be short and sweet, and it starts with fuck discrimination.
You may have the whole Talking Shit time. Where you going with this?
Well, in Arizona, the governor just vetoed the bill, but Georgia's also thinking about following suit with laws that will allow business owners to turn away customers if they think they're gay.
Wow.
And?
Wow.
That's it.
And?
That's it.
Hey, this applies to me because I was born in Arizona, right?
Okay, let me get this right. Okay. I own Spikes Hill Production.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One thing that we do is consult, and also we do production work for other people.
Right.
If I don't want to work with you because you're gay, that's my God-given fucking right. That's my right. Now, again, with this whole gay thing, my thing is stop at government. The government shouldn't be able to say no. If you want to get married, the government should recognize your marriage. If you want to leave your benefits to your lover, then the government should say, damn it, you earned that money, it's your money. But individuals I told you, I walked in the store and a man was like, I don't serve black people. I kept my fucking money in my pocket and went somewhere else. I don't have...
No, he was saying he didn't serve them on the menu.
No, I mean... I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with people having the right to serve whoever the hell they want to serve. I don't have a problem with that at all.
I do.
Why?
Because discrimination is wrong.
We discriminate all the time.
That doesn't make it right.
It's nature.
Makes you human.
Exactly.
So you're saying the government should be allowed to tell people, okay, serve whoever you want.
Absolutely.
On any reason.
An individual owner of a company? Yes.
No, I don't think the government should be telling a business owner how to run their business.
Right, exactly. An individual owner of a company, if you own this, like right now, no shit. If I'm walking down the street, if I'm in a mall and I see somebody stamp a sign, no niggers here. You know what I'm going to do? Keep my motherfucking money in my pocket and go somewhere else. Who the hell am I? Because you put that sign up and said you don't serve me, you're not hurting me. You hurting your fucking business.
That's correct. Matter of fact, I mean, if you want to go ahead and be the business owner that earns less income because you turn away dollars. Because when it comes down to it, dollars are still green, no matter who's black, white, red, or purple hand is handing it to you. You know, dollars are still green.
Gay dollars don't spend like straight dollars.
You should be beat. I mean, put up against a pole and beat. But no, I get what you're saying. Okay, but here's, and this is why I call myself a conservative Democrat. Because there are some things I do agree with on the other side. And one thing I do agree with is the government should not dictate to individuals what they have to do. Okay, if you don't want to serve these people and you bust your ass and build this, then you should have to. Now, understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying you shouldn't be able, as a gay couple, to move into an area. You should be able to do that. Okay? But if I'm running a store and it's my store and I say that I don't want to serve you, I should have that right. And not only for gay people, for what we quote unquote the thugs or any damn thing, the hippies, I should have a right to say who the hell I want to do business with.
Because I tell you something else, if you, at least I know where you're coming from if you discriminate against me. If you discriminate against me, I know to keep it moving down the street. Now, if the government, think about it, if the government made it mandatory to, not discriminate against people, you'd never know who was spitting in your food at that point. If I, as a black person, was going to an establishment where, the government says I have to serve you, but you know what? They don't necessarily say I can't spit in your food in the back when I serve you. So, you know what? I'll keep it moving. Thank you very much. I guess I will.
Okay. I didn't mean to cut you.
No, I have my opinion.
Yeah, and again,
I thought we were beyond any kind of discrimination, but
we're not going to get beyond discrimination because people are stupid. This is what I don't get. Okay, there's some things we just need to fucking accept. If we accept them, then we can do something about them. Okay, people are going to hate in America. Accept it. People are going to sit on their ass and wait on a government check. Accept it. People are going to have guns and they're going to think they're bully badass because they think they're the only one with the gun. Accept it. So see, once you accept issues like this, then you can deal with those issues. But when you sit here like with the gun, like, well, we're going to do a background check. Yeah, because every thug and drug dealer got their gun through a background check. Of course we're going to do a background check. That's going to solve that problem. No, the hell it ain't. You're not accepting the problem. The problem is guns are here. They're not going any damn where. So what you need to do is now deal with that fact. The problem is you have people, black, white, yellow, whatever, that don't give a damn about their life. Only thing they want to do is sit on their ass and collect a check. Once you accept that fact, then you can deal with these issues. The problem is there are going to be ignorant people that's going to hate for whatever fucking reason that they deem necessary. See, once you accept that, then you can deal with these issues. But we want to sit here and pretend like we can make this damn Shangri-La. And that's why shit don't get done. We know we got to accept it. We live in a society of mixed everything. I personally don't get being gay. Don't get it. I don't get it. But I accept the fact that there are motherfuckers out here that do. So I live my life and I'm going to give you room to live your life. My issue comes when you feel that because that's your lifestyle, you got to put it in my face. That's when I have a problem with it. But no, I mean, I don't think this is a bad bill at all. I don't think look, if I bust my ass and I built this, how the hell are you going to come in here and tell me who the fuck I can and cannot work with? I built this. That's like me.
But you know what though? I hear you, what you're saying, but this is what I think is people, when they say that whole freedom of speech and freedom of that, yes, you have that. You can, if you want to discriminate against people, not let them come to your establishment, that's good. You can do that. But then also, people have the right to protest and to picket and to bring attention to the discrimination.
If that's what they want to do with their day, let them.
Right. So I mean, I think I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think there's two sides to the coin. So honestly, I don't any place that discriminates against black folk, I'm not gonna go there and shop there. But I'm also gonna, when ain't nobody looking, I might throw a brick to their window. But anyway.
So what you're saying, Kente, is we should not expect a visit from you in the South.
Hell to the nah. Hell no. Nope. I'll meet. We'll meet up in like New York.
No, y'all cool in Atlanta. Just stay out of Georgia.
It's like a logic puzzle.
Huh?
It's one of those logic puzzles. Get to Atlanta without going through Georgia.
No, like I'm saying, you're cool in Atlanta. Just stay out of Georgia. Yeah.
Man, what is it? 23-1 women to men ratio? Hell yeah, I'm gonna go to Atlanta.
Okay. Is there anyone else has a topic that they would like to express?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead, man.
Actually, I do. I wonder though, when a celebrity dies, do like everybody who like celebrities are they like in fear because how they say they die in threes, like are they just like running around like, oh my god, I'm gonna stay in the house or whatever. But we lost Harold Ramis died recently.
Mm-hmm.
Monday.
Monday, right? And today, Roger Hill, who played Cyrus from the classic film The Warriors.
Great movie.
I'm sure you guys all have seen The Warriors, right?
Yeah. It's an awesome movie.
I love that movie, and I love Cyrus. His small part. But it was a great film, and he passed away today. So I just wanted to, give my condolences to his family, and he was a really good actor. Unfortunately, the only thing people really know him from was The Warriors, which is a good thing to be known for. But he was a stage actor, and he did a lot of work that a lot of people wouldn't have known as an actor.
Uh-huh.
So he definitely deserves respect. He was 65 years old, so definitely want to give his family my condolences, and definitely I might even watch the movie again. I always, any reason I have to watch that movie, I definitely do it. It's a classic.
Oh, I only need it for it to be on. That's enough.
Yeah.
Warrior coming on? Yeah, I'm there. I'm good. Can you dig it? Okay, go ahead.
I want to say something.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, fuck you, HIPAA law. Because when it comes to parents like me and you want to go get your child's records, you have no access because of the HIPAA laws that were passed. And I think that's not fair, because if I am the person with the policy and I'm contributing to that insurance premium, and I am still that legal guardian to that child that is under 18, I should have every right to pick, see, look, and talk about anything about that record of my child.
Wait, what happened?
The HIPAA law.
Okay, for some of us who do not have children, I'm not exactly familiar with what that law.
Well, once your child turns, I believe, 13, you no longer have access to their records.
What?
You lose all access to their records. They are basically considered in the eyes of the insurance and medical field as an adult. They're basically at the age of 13, they are emancipated.
When it comes to that.
Well, what was that law when I was growing up?
I know, right? But I mean, I can't even call her doctor's office and make an appointment without her consent.
Yeah, that's some kind of bullshit right there.
Yeah, I can see me explaining that to my mama.
Pay for an insurance premium, and I can't call her doctor's office or pediatrician to ask his office something or schedule an appointment because she's been emancipated by the HIPAA law that she is an adult already and that she has every right to protect her records.
I think we got a main event next week.
Into legislation, because I'm like, unless unless they're truly emancipated and they're on their own and they're not under your roof, okay, maybe I could understand that, and with that kind of circumstance, you would think, you're in an estranged relationship with your child at that point. Maybe they were taken away from you through the system or, whatever might happen in that instance. But if she's under your roof, you're paying the premium and you're basically still responsible for her welfare, yeah, pretty much makes sense to me.
I'm the policy holder, I'm the parent, I'm the guardian. I provide 12 months of her support, and for the HIPAA law to be passed and to make this effective, now full force for parents, and I'm pretty sure there are a lot of parents who feel the same way as I do. But then they go ahead and they pass a law for parents to carry their adult children unmarried on their policies until they're 26 years old. Before it used to be 18, but then after 18 they would have to be in college full time. And then you could carry them up until, I think, 22, 23 was the cutoff. So they've added on a couple more years to extend it to 26 years of age and non-married, and you don't have to be in college. I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh, that's some kind of weirdness going on there.
But I just wanted to vent about that because every time they take $200 out of my paycheck and I pay for that and I can't get services that I feel that should be rendered, that just really POs me.
Heck yeah.
So you have to get your daughter's permission to look at her records?
Yeah, and like her last appointment last month, we had her physical. She signed some forms giving me, she signed some release consent forms there in the pediatrician's office, giving me permission to call, to speak to them about anything in his office regarding her and have access to her online profile.
Did she want to, or was she like pressured?
No, she did. She volunteered to do it. She did.
Yeah, my mom will still be dropping balls on me.
It was like, yeah, you had that belt out.
Kente, sign the paper. Kente, mothers don't use the belt. We use a chancla, which is a flip-flop.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Use that chancla, man. You'd be lucky if you don't get that chancla on the rubber side or on the plastic side.
Daughter grown. I seen she's taller than you.
Kente, go to a Latino's house and take your sandal, your shoe off. You see how fast they be doing 360s with their necks. They be like,
Your daughter grown. I seen your daughter. She's older than you.
Okay, is there anyone else that has something they would like to discuss?
Oh yeah, I got one. It's brief, but I do have one.
Okay.
Dear Florida weather.
Oh, you might as well just end that.
My black chick that originates from the New York area, you have played with my emotions way too much this past winter. Now I know, moving down south, I was looking for sunny and 72, where in fact I got the weather that I could have got while I was up north. And to that I say, thank you, and no thank you. Furthermore, when the sun is out, why must you combine that with the humidity that just messes up my hair every damn which way that I do try to wear it? Sincerely, a pissed off black woman.
Oh, wow.
Basically. Yes, Florida weather has totally fucked me up this entire season because while, what's that hedgehog's name up north? Puxatonic.
Oh, Sonic.
So, while we decided to say, yeah, there's going to be more winter, I'm just like, oh, hell no. Come on now. Because down south here in Florida, the weather has been crazy, if y'all haven't heard. But that's my...
Hey, it's raining here, and it's going to be raining for the next 3-4 days.
See, I told y'all, Tony be lying.
Yeah, they can succeed like any day. So I mean, I don't blessings on you, but I mean it's still Sodom and Gomorrah over there to me. So I
wish. There should be more Sodom. More Sodom. Josh will definitely be trying to live here.
Kente, will you be my R. Kelly tonight?
Okay.
Sure, I don't know. I didn't know you wanted a golden shower, but okay. I never was into that, but who knows?
So we can give it a shot.
Welcome to the chocolate factory.
I think we just found her new nickname.
What?
Golden.
What did you say?
Golden shower.
Golden. No.
That sounds like a James Bond girl. Goldie Showers.
guys. Oh, come on.
Okay, who else has some talking shit to do? Mr. Josh?
I already did.
Oh, Kevin? Are you happy?
Yeah, I'll just say this. I think when somebody picks a side or something and they should stick to it. Okay, when they officially pick something, they should stick to that thing throughout, whatever thing is happening where they would have to be on that side. I think that's very important. And the reason I bring this up is because you might remember the last segment, Kente originally stated that his least favorite comedian was Tracy Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
And then, towards the end of the segment, the last 5 minutes, he changed it immorally. Changed it.
Oh my!
Just because you really hurt me there. I just wanted you to know that. That was.
I'm gonna file that under things I really don't give a fuck about.
Okay, now you're just being a prick, man. Seriously. I throw my feelings out there, and you're just gonna shut me down.
Remember, now Josh has to care about how you feel, being that y'all go together.
I would think that would be the reason I don't have to care at all.
Okay. Okay, now this is ridiculous.
Okay, all right. Okay, we got to get out of here. My talking shit is this. First of all, I'd like to apologize. We wanted to make sure we put together a Raya Radio Black History show. That's why we're doing it the last week. And besides, this has been a news heavy month for us. And we try to stay on top of things and try to bring it from a genuine perspective. I want to thank everyone that has made my life what it has become, living or dead. Thank you very much. Now we're going to end this the only way we think we can end this night. We're not going to do any shout outs. Catch us tomorrow night on the Spotlight. What time?
6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern.
6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. Next week, remember, everyone, next week, Just Kicking It moves up to 9 o'clock Eastern or 6 o'clock Kente time. I don't know how in the hell y'all get the thing like that. I can see people now looking at the map. What the hell is Kente time?
3 hours late.
Hey, that's my favorite song. I just love Boss. I know that song. I don't give a fuck. Not a single fuck. Not a single solitary fuck. Yeah, that's Boss. I know Boss.
Who was bumping that?
Who was that? Who playing Boss? No, that was not Kevin. Yeah, I love Boss. Okay, all right, but seriously, we got to get out of here. Just Kicking It next week. Just Kicking It next week moves up to 9 p.m. So y'all be sure and make those adjustments. Don't forget to check out KAmy.com and Nude Beach. Now, we're going to also ShellDavis.com, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For all your website needs. All right, we really got to go because we're kind of running over here, and I got to get this in. You can't do a Black History celebration of Black comedians without doing the King. So I'm going to leave you with the one, the only, Richard Pryor, Black and White Lifestyle. Y'all have a good night. Thank you. This is Ramsey.
I'm the Wingman.
This is Just Kicking It. We'll see you guys next week, 9 o'clock.
My uncles and them, my family only fucked in one position, up and down. And then my uncle, boy, don't you ever kiss no pussy. I mean that, whatever you do in life, don't kiss no pussy. I couldn't wait to kiss a pussy. He'd been wrong about everything else. The woman had to beat me off. It's enough, please, please. Oh, 2 days. And dudes, huh? Yeah. You ever be with a woman you wanted to be with for a long time, man, and you finally get with her, and you come in about 4 seconds, and you be panicked, Jack, trying to be cool. Oh, God. Lord, don't let her know. Just let it stay heavy, if not hard. You're not moving as much as you were. I'm just resting a little. I want you to enjoy this. White folks do things a lot different than niggas. They eat quiet and shit. You be able to have to be.
Pass the potatoes. Thank you, darling. Could I have a bit of that sauce? How are the kids coming along with their studies? Think we'll be having sexual intercourse this evening? We're not? Well, what the heck?
Black families be different, have more rhythm. Shit, my father, when we ate, it was fun because he made noise and shit. Hey, bitch, where the food? Goddamn, mama, come on. Shit. Oh, you motherfucker, you. Shit. Oh, goddamn it. Shit, pass shit, nigga, kiss my ass. Better get that meat down that bone, motherfucker. What you think you're doing? Shit. Right? And I got an auntie, man. My Aunt Mancine, man, can suck a neck bone. It's a work of art. I mean, she can fuck with a neck bone, bro. She'd be all in and get that white shit out and stuff. Throw it to the dog, Jack. The dog look at her like... What am I supposed to do with that motherfucker? Different lifestyles. See, white folks don't play enough. They don't relax. They don't know how to play the dozens, nothing. Right? They get uptight. You tell a white dude, go fuck yourself. I'll fuck you, motherfucker. He gets very offended. I beg your pardon.
I mean, as supervisor here, I don't believe that kind of language is necessary. We certainly can communicate on a higher plane than that.
Well, don't say nothing about their mom. They go, my mom?
She was a great old gal.
White folks fuck quiet, too. Right? I seen y'all in the movies. You don't make no noise. I go to the movies. I be watching white folks and be... Niggas make noise. They be, oh, you motherfucker. Oh, goddamn, baby. Oh, don't move now, bitch. Oh, shit. A lot of you people look at me, I see some people in the audience, older people in the audience be going, Boy, you ought to be shaming yourself. I ain't lying, Junior. That's the way my grandmother treats me, right?